Hi guys. Last week I sent home some homework and it was the color code where it was the order of operations and you had 2 pages. One of the pages had the 12 problems and they had each one had an answer and it was your job to go and solve the 12 problems and you were just to say whether it was true or not. And I was kind of disappointed that we didn't do better on it. So I wanted to make a video and go over it so that when I pass it out, you can kind of watch this video and have your paper in front of you and kind of, look at what you did and what I'm going over so we can be all on the same page. A couple of you did great, got them all right, but the majority were still struggling. So I want to make sure that we get this down because this is just basic multiplying, dividing, adding, and subtracting, which is whole numbers. And we're going to continue order of operations throughout the school year. And it'll just be getting more difficult with more challenging numbers and bigger numbers. And this was kind of the basic steps just to get down the order of things. And we're really going to build on it. So we have to have that, we talk about having that solid foundation to build upon. So please continue watching. And like I said, just so we can get all this taken care of and hopefully understood a little bit better. So this is going to be number one. So number one is 4 times 2 minus 4. And over to the side, I'm going to put my GEMDAS. So the G stands for groups. The E stands for exponents. The M stands for multiplication. The D is division. The A for subtraction, and the the A for addition, and the S for subtraction. So these are the steps or the order that I go in. So here I see that I have a multiplication and a subtraction. So my multiplication comes first before the subtraction because that block is on top. And so I'm going to multiply 4 times 2, which is 8. Then I'm going to subtract 4. I'm just bringing that down. And then 8 minus 4 is 4. So your answer on that one should be 4. Number 2 is 30 divided by 3 times 10. Now, this one was one where there was a lot of confusion because you've got the multiplication and the division. And if you notice, those boxes are side by side. We do not always do multiplication first. We do not always do division first. Same with adding and subtracting. We talked about this a lot in class. And some of us are being stubborn and we're just always trying to multiply first. And you're getting it wrong. And it's just a really simple fix. You have to pay attention to what comes first. Okay, so the division here, I've got division comes first on the left, the multiplication comes second. So some of you multiplied first and you got the answer wrong when all you had to do was say 30 divided by 3. I know that 10 times 3 is 30, so I'm going to think about it the opposite there. So 30 divided by 3 is 10. Then I bring down my times 10, and that equals 100. So number 2 should have been 100. Number 3 is 27 minus 5 times 3. Here I've got, I'm going to pay attention to those operations. So I've got subtraction and multiplication. Subtraction is here and multiplication is on top. So I've got to do that multiplication first. So I'm going to do 5 times 3 is 15. And 27, I'm going to bring down the 27 minus 15. And I'm just going to come over here to the side. 7 minus 5 is 2, and 2 minus 1 is 12. So that should be, oh, that's not a 2. That should be 12. for number 3. All right, number 4 is 25 minus 8 times 3. Again, I'm going to look at those. I've got subtraction, multiplication. So multiplication comes before subtraction. So I am going to multiply first. 8 times 3 is 24. Bring down the 25 and the subtraction. And 25 minus 24 is 1. Next up, number 5. We've got 20 divided by 4 times 5. Here's another one of the ones with the division and the multiplication. Again, I cannot multiply first. I have to divide first because the division comes first. So 20 divided by 4 is 5, or I can think about it 4 times what is 20, and that would be 5. Then I'm going to bring down my times 5, and 5 times 5 is 25. Next, number 6. 18 divided by 2 plus 10. I've got division and addition. Division comes before addition. So I'm going to divide first. 18 divided by 2 is 9 plus 10 gives me 19. Number 7. 30. Okay, so this one's got the groupings. So here we've got 36 plus 4 in the parentheses, and then we've got divided by 5 times 2. So here I have to do my groupings first because it's the very first thing. And so the parentheses says 36 plus 4, which is 40. Then I'm going to bring everything down, divide by 5 times 2. So most of us got that first line, but then we keep trying to multiply first. And again, if the division comes first on the left, we have to do that before anything else. So 8 times 5 is 40, so that means 40 divided by 5 is 8 times 2 equals 16. So 16 is your answer on that one. Then number 8 is 9 divided by 3 times 7 plus 8. Here I've got division, multiplication, and addition. So again, the addition is on the bottom, so I know it's not that one. I've got division and multiplication, and again, I'm going to go with what's listed first, and it's that division. So I've got to do that first. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. I'm going to bring everything down, times 7 plus 8. Then again, I'm going to look at those operations. I've got multiplication and addition. Multiplication comes first. So 3 times 7 is 21, plus 8 more is 29. That was number 8. Number 9, last row here. I've got groupings again. So I've got 17 minus 3. And then we're going to multiply that by 12 and add 9. So groupings come first. And 17 minus 3 is 14. times 12 plus 9. And then 14 minus, or I'm sorry, let me start over. 14 times 12, I don't know that, so I'm going to come over here. And 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 1 is 2. Placeholder 0. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 1 is 1. Add those up. I get 168. And again, I'm doing that multiplication because it comes before the addition. And then if I add the plus 9, 9 and 18 is 17. So I get 177. So that was number 9. Then number 10. I've got 17 minus 8 plus 9 minus 2. All right, here I've got subtraction, addition, subtraction. So these are on the same line right here, the same blocks right next to each other. So I'm going to go just with what's first. And what comes up first on the left is that subtraction. So I've got to do that first. So 17 minus 8 is 9. I'm going to carry everything down. Again, I'm going to look. I've got addition and subtraction. So I'm going to do the addition first since it's on the left. That's 18 minus 2, which is 16. Last couple here, number 11. 15 minus 2 times 3. Here I'm going to look. I've got subtraction and multiplication. Multiplication comes before subtraction. So I'm going to multiply the 2 times 3, which is 6. And 15 minus 6 is 9. All right, last one, number 12. Number 12 is 17 minus 8 plus 12. So I see that I have subtraction and addition. I'm going to subtract first since it is the first one in the list. So 17 minus 8 is 9, plus 12 more gives me my 21, which is my answer. Okay, guys. So again, this GMDOS is super important because it tells you the order. And for the multiplication and division, the addition and the subtraction, you go from left to right. So if I have 16 divided by 4 times 2, I always choose what's on the left first because those are side by side. I have to go with what's on the left. And when we get that down, I think we'll be doing a lot better. It's just like I said, we're kind of stuck and we keep thinking we multiply or we add always first. And we've talked about this several times, left to right. So if you can remember that, I think we'll be doing a lot better. So hopefully this helps. And go ahead and do those problems that you missed over just to make sure you've got it down, and use this video as a reference, and I hope it helped. All right, bye guys.